Hi there everyone and welcome to the Weather Centre. It's a hot day across almost all of South Africa, and as the day heats up on the Highveld, thunder showers will be developing within that area. Another heatwave has already started for some parts of Limpopo and Gauteng, and those conditions are expected to continue into the early parts of next week. A quick look at yesterday's thunder shower activity, and we can see that there were some stronger storms about, especially for Gauteng, and this produced heavy downpours over the East Rand in particular, where localized flooding was also reported. This morning, on the other hand, started off dry across the country. It was cloudy in places over Limpopo and in Mpumalanga, while it was a partly cloudy morning over parts of the Highveld. In the Cape Provinces and much of the Free State, clear skies started off your Friday. For the rest of today, it remains clear for much of those areas. Some very high temperatures in the forecast for the region for today. Hot and humid along the east coast and in the Lowveld, where it will be partly cloudy, and we'll see thunder showers developing from the Highveld all the way through towards the northern interior of the Northern Cape and some parts of Botswana and Namibia. Those thunder showers will start dissipating as we head into this evening, with very little rain left by late tonight. 2 alerts have been issued for today. The first is a warning for a high fire danger affecting all of the western interior of the country, where runaway fires could develop. And the second alert is a special weather advisory for the heatwave over western Limpopo and northern Gauteng, and those conditions are expected to last at least until Tuesday next week. Isolated thunder showers for today extending from the Kalahari across the northwest province and towards our eastern escarpment. Within this area, we are expecting the thunder activity to be slow moving, and what this means is that the thunder showers will hang about over a particular area for a fair amount of time. That could produce moderate to heavy falls of rain in places and heavy downpours, similar to what we saw yesterday. Even though the thunder showers will be very isolated, these conditions could occur in isolated patches over that area. Winds are going to be gusty today over parts of the Karoo, and we'll also see a northeasterly wind picking up for both Durban and Richards Bay. A very hot day in the forecast for the western interior. Temperatures into the 40s for Uppington, Kimberley and Graaf-Reinet. Very hot across the Eastern Cape interior and into KwaZulu-Natal. Pietermaritzburg reaching a maximum of 39 degrees. Add in a bit of humidity to that area, and some very uncomfortable conditions are likely in the region today. A look further ahead for Pretoria, which will be affected by this heat wave, and here we can see today's just about the coolest day for the next week or so. Temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 30s. Your maximum temperature average for this time of the year is about 28 degrees, so we're well above that for the meantime. And although we'll see some thunder showers on some days, we're not expecting too much relief from the heat. Looking ahead for the rest of South Africa, and we're expecting a dry day on Saturday for much of the western interior, where it remains very hot. And by Sunday, thunder showers continue in a very hot Gauteng, and we're expecting a bit of light rain for the eastern coastline.